Ever wonder what happened when American engineers decided tractors needed more than just pulling power? They built machines that could outrun your grandfather's pickup truck. From luxury cabs with radios to roaring V8 engines, these iron horses redefined what farming equipment could be. Today, we're diving into 10 legendary speed demons that transformed American agriculture. Number 10. Minneapolis Moline UDLX Comfort Tractor. Back in 1938, Minneapolis Moline shocked the farming world with something nobody had seen before, a tractor that doubled as a luxury automobile. The UDLX Comfort Tractor wasn't just ahead of its time, it was practically from another planet. This golden beauty could hit 40 miles per hour on the highway, making it the fastest production tractor of its era. What made the UDLX truly revolutionary was its fully enclosed cab, the first ever on a production tractor. We're talking automotive-grade comfort heater, radio, windshield wipers, cigarette lighter, even a passenger seat so the farmer's wife could ride along in style. The chrome bumpers and prairie gold paint job made it look more like a Packard than a plow puller. Under that streamlined hood sat a high-compression 283 cubic inch, 4-cylinder engine pumping out 46 horsepower. The 5-speed transmission gave farmers field speeds when they needed them and highway speeds when heading to town. Only 125 units rolled off the production line between 1938 and 1941, with a sticker price around $1,900, nearly double a standard tractor. The UDLX represented Minneapolis Moline's vision of keeping young people on the farm by making agricultural work more appealing. While it failed commercially, most units ended up with custom threshermen who could use that highway speed between jobs. It pioneered features we take for granted today. Those lucky enough to find one now might shell out $200,000 at auction. The UDLX proved tractors could be more than just tools. They could be technological marvels that pushed boundaries and captured imaginations. Number 9. Oliver 2255 V8. When Oliver decided to drop a Caterpillar V8 diesel into their 2255, they created one of the most distinctive and powerful tractors of the 1970s. This wasn't just another big tractor, it was a statement piece with those massive engine banks bulging from each side, announcing its presence before you even heard it coming. The heart of this beast was either a Cat 3150 or later 3208 V8 diesel engine, cranking out 147 PTO horsepower. What made this setup special was the engine speed running at 2,600 revolutions per minute compared to the typical 2,200 revolutions per minute of 6-cylinder competitors. This higher speed meant more power through the transmission without adding extra torque load, essentially getting free horsepower through clever engineering. Oliver built the 2255 on a completely new, beefier frame designed specifically to handle the V8's power and weight. The cast iron tub was substantially wider than other Oliver models, and they equipped it with a nearly indestructible planetary rear end. The 18-speed power shift transmission gave operators plenty of gear choices for any field condition. While other manufacturers tried their hand at V8 diesel power with mixed results, the Cat engines in the 2255 proved remarkably durable. These tractors earned a reputation as absolute workhorses that could handle the biggest implements without breaking a sweat. Today, the 2255 remains highly sought after by collectors who appreciate both its distinctive appearance and proven performance. The V8 Rumble, combined with Oliver's robust construction, created a tractor that symbolized American agricultural might during an era of bigger farms and bigger ambitions. If a tractor just outran your pickup, it's time to subscribe. Hit that button before the next one hits 60. Number 8. Allis-Chalmers 190 XT. Allis-Chalmers made waves in 1964 when they slapped a turbocharger on their 190 and created the XT version 1 of the first truly successful turbocharged row crop tractors. This Persian orange powerhouse proved that forced induction wasn't just for race cars and airplanes anymore. The 190 XT's turbocharged 301 cubic inch 6-cylinder diesel engine produced 93 PTO horsepower. Enough to outmuscle the naturally aspirated D21 until Allis turbocharged that model too. The engine featured a compact design that delivered exceptional performance for its displacement, with farmers reporting impressive fuel economy alongside that extra power boost. What really set the 190 XT apart was its advanced power director transmission. This 2-speed planetary unit gave operators 8 forward speeds and 2 reverse, with the ability to shift between high and low ranges on the go without clutching. The main 4-speed transmission carried over from the D19, providing reliable service with proven components. The tractor rode on a 96-inch wheelbase with power steering as standard equipment, making it surprisingly nimble for its size. When Allis introduced factory cabs in 1965, the 190 XT became even more appealing to operators facing long days in the field. Over 20,000 units found homes on American farms, testament to its winning combination of power, efficiency, and reliability. The 190 XT represented Allis-Chalmers at its innovative best, taking existing technology and applying it in new ways to solve real farming challenges. Its success paved the way for widespread turbocharging adoption across the industry, proving that farmers would embrace new technology when it delivered tangible benefits. Today, these tractors remain popular with collectors who appreciate their historical significance and continued reliability. Number 7. John Deere 4850. When Deere introduced the 50 series in 1982, the 4850 sat near the top of their lineup as a genuine heavyweight champion. Packing 207.9 horsepower from a turbocharged and intercooled 6-cylinder diesel, this green giant represented the pinnacle of row crop tractor engineering in the 1980s. The 4850's 466 cubic inch engine wasn't just powerful, it was sophisticated. The intercooler dropped intake air temperatures for denser charge air, while the inline fuel injection pump delivered precise fuel metering. This combination gave the 4850 exceptional fuel efficiency for its power class, with operators reporting they could run all day on a single tank during heavy tillage work. Deere's full power shift transmission offered 15 forward speeds and 4 reverse, all clutchless shifting that kept power flowing to the ground. The closed-center hydraulic system pumped 29.5 gallons per minute at 2277 pounds per square inch, providing instant response for even the largest implements. That 3-point hitch could lift nearly 10,000 pounds, making it capable of handling implements that would have required track machines just a generation earlier. Built in Waterloo, Iowa, these tractors earned a reputation for bulletproof reliability. The SoundGuard cab set industry standards for operator comfort with excellent visibility, effective climate control, and noise levels that allowed normal conversation. Whether configured as 2-wheel drive or mechanical front-wheel drive, the 4850 delivered consistent performance season after season. The 4850 represented John Deere's answer to growing farm sizes and heavier implements. Its combination of power, efficiency, and durability made it a favorite among large-scale operators who needed equipment that could cover serious acreage without constant maintenance. Today, well-maintained examples still command strong prices, proving that good engineering never goes out of style. Number 6. Case IH7140 Magnum. Born from the merger of Case and International Harvester, the Magnum series needed to prove the combined company could deliver world-class tractors. The 7140 didn't just meet expectations, it exceeded them, establishing a new benchmark for power, reliability, and operator comfort in the late 1980s. At the heart of the 7140 sat a Cummins 8.3-liter inline 6-cylinder diesel engine producing 195 PTO horsepower. This engine earned praise for being compact, quiet, and incredibly fuel efficient. The intercooled turbocharger provided strong torque rise, giving operators pulling power when they needed it most. Cummins' simplified design meant 25% fewer parts than comparable engines, translating to easier maintenance and legendary reliability. The 18-speed full power shift transmission became a Magnum signature feature, offering seamless speed changes without torque interruption. An optional creeper gear added 6 more forward speeds for specialized operations. The transmission proved so robust that many 7140s are still using original components after decades of hard use. Case IH engineers obsessed over cab design, creating an environment that reduced operator fatigue during long days. The visibility was exceptional in all directions, controls fell naturally to hand, and the climate system actually worked. Early models had an exhaust issue with cotton catching fire on flat manifold castings, but engineers quickly redesigned it with round tubing that solved the problem. The 7140 helped establish Case YH as a serious player in the high horsepower market. Its combination of proven Cummins power, advanced transmission technology, and thoughtful design touches resonated with farmers who needed dependable performance. The Magnum name continues today, building on the foundation of excellence established by tractors like the 7140. Number 5. White 2180 Field Boss. White Farm Equipment swung for the fences with the 2180 Field Boss, creating one of the burliest row crop tractors of the 1980s. With its Caterpillar 3208 V8 diesel thundering under the hood, this 181 horsepower beast embodied the bigger is better philosophy that defined the era. The massive Cat engine displaced 636 cubic inches across 8 cylinders, running at a high 2,800 revolutions per minute to generate serious power. White engineers built an entirely new chassis to handle this power plant, creating a tractor that tipped the scales heavier than anything else in its class. That weight wasn't a liability, it translated to incredible traction and pulling power that made the 2180 a favorite for heavy tillage operations. Larry Shinoda, famous for designing the Corvette Stingray, penned the Field Boss styling. The result was a tractor that looked as powerful as it performed, with sleek lines and a modern cab that stood out in any field. The Field Boss series represented White's determination to compete with anyone, combining Oliver's mechanical expertise with bold new thinking. The 2180 featured full-time 4-wheel drive, making it exceptionally sure-footed in challenging conditions. The 12-speed manual transmission offered plenty of gear selections, while the closed-center hydraulic system provided smooth, responsive control of mounted implements. These tractors were overbuilt in the best possible way, with components sized for decades of hard use. While White's corporate struggles eventually ended Field Boss production, these tractors earned respect from farmers who valued their combination of power, durability, and distinctive style. The 2180 proved that American manufacturers could still innovate and compete at the highest levels, creating machines that remain coveted by collectors and working farms alike. Number 4. International Harvester 1586. International Harvester's 86 series represented their final evolution of two-wheel drive power before the agricultural crisis changed everything. The 1586 stood as the flagship, delivering 177.8 estimated horsepower from a turbocharged diesel that proved IH could still compete with anyone in the horsepower race. The DT436 engine powering the 1586 was classic International Harvester, overbuilt, understressed, and practically indestructible when maintained properly. The turbocharger added enough boost to give this tractor serious pulling power, while the wet sleeve design meant rebuilds could happen right on the farm. These engines became legendary for accumulating massive hour counts without major failures. IH equipped the 1586 with their proven synchronized transmission offering multiple speed ranges. While some operators wished for a full power shift, the synchronized gears proved reliable and allowed quick shifts when needed. The dual hydraulic system provided plenty of flow for large implements, and that massive rear end could handle whatever power the engine produced. The 1586 arrived during a transitional period for International Harvester, as financial pressures mounted and the company struggled to modernize its lineup. Despite corporate turmoil, the engineers delivered a tractor that embodied traditional IH values, solid construction, proven components, and the ability to work hard year after year without complaint. These tractors developed a following among farmers who valued durability over flash. While they might not have had all the latest features, a well-maintained 1586 would start every morning and pull all day. That reliability, combined with relatively simple systems that farmers could repair themselves, made the 1586 a symbol of an era when tractors were built to last generations rather than product cycles. Number 3. Massey Ferguson 185. Massey Ferguson jumped into the big four-wheel drive market with both feet when they introduced the 185. This Canadian-built giant packed 210 horsepower from a Caterpillar 3208 V8 diesel, proving MF could play in the heavyweight division alongside established competitors. The articulated design gave the 185 exceptional maneuverability for its size, with the pivot point allowing tight turns that would be impossible with a conventional layout. 4 equal-sized wheels provided maximum traction, while the articulation joint handled both steering and power transfer to the rear axle through massive universal joints. That Cat 3208 engine displaced 636 cubic inches and ran at 2,800 revolutions per minute, producing impressive power for its era. The 12-speed transmission provided good speed ranges for both field work and transport, though operators had to stop to shift between gears. The cab came standard with heat and optional air conditioning, important features when you're sitting atop 210 horsepower worth of heat-generating machinery. What set the 185 apart was its combination of big power in a relatively refined package. While some competitive four-wheel drives felt like industrial equipment adapted for farm use, the 185 showed Massey Ferguson's attention to operator comfort and usability. The controls were logically placed, visibility was good in all directions, and the ride was surprisingly smooth for an articulated machine. The 185 proved that Massey Ferguson could compete beyond their traditional market segments. While production numbers remained modest compared to smaller MF tractors, the 185 demonstrated engineering capability and gave large-scale farmers another option in the high-horsepower market. These machines continue working today, testament to the durability of that cat power matched with Massey Ferguson's construction quality. Number 2, Ford 9600. Ford engineers worked magic with the 9600, extracting 135 PTO horsepower from just 401 cubic inches, one of the best power-to-displacement ratios in the industry. This turbocharged marvel became Ford's flagship, proving that smart engineering could compete with raw cubic inches. The secret sauce was Ford's proven 401 diesel six-cylinder with a turbocharger carefully matched for agricultural use. This engine developed tremendous low-end torque, exactly what farmers needed for tough conditions. The turbo provided boost without the lag common in early applications, giving operators responsive power throughout the RPM range. Ford's dual-power transmission effectively doubled the gear options by providing a high-low split for each gear. This gave operators 16 forward speeds from a basic 4-speed transmission, allowing precise speed matching for any task. The system proved remarkably durable, with many still functioning perfectly after decades of use. The 9600 earned recognition for exceptional fuel economy, with operators reporting they could work longer on a tank than competitive tractors with similar power. The styling was pure 1970s Ford bold horizontal grills, white fenders with integrated lights, and an optional ROPS that gave it an aggressive, purposeful appearance. These tractors hit the sweet spot for many farmers, enough power for serious work without the complexity and cost of larger machines. The combination of advanced engine technology, practical transmission design, and Ford's reputation for value made the 9600 a strong seller. Today, clean examples are highly sought after, especially open station models that showcase that distinctive Ford styling. The 9600 proved that horsepower races could be won through engineering excellence, not just displacement. Number 1, Steiger Panther 1000. When farmers needed maximum power for massive operations, they turned to Steiger. The Panther 1000 delivered 335 horsepower from either a Caterpillar 3406 or Cummins NTA 855, wrapped in that distinctive lime green package that meant business in any field. Steiger built their reputation on using proven components in innovative ways. The Panther 1000 exemplified this philosophy. Cat, or Cummins power, Allison transmission, Spicer axles, all integrated into Steiger's unique articulated design. This approach meant farmers could get parts anywhere, while the overall package delivered capabilities beyond conventional tractors. The full PowerShift 12-speed transmission represented a major advancement for Steiger, allowing operators to change speeds without stopping. Combined with 4 massive tires putting power to the ground, the Panther 1000 could handle implements that would challenge much larger machines. The articulated design provided surprising maneuverability for a tractor weighing nearly 30,000 pounds. Steiger's journey through the 1980s agricultural crisis ultimately led to acquisition by Case IH in 1986. The Panther 1000 continued briefly in both green and red paint, representing the end of an independent era. These tractors symbolized American agricultural innovation farmers building equipment for farmers, solving real-world problems with practical engineering. The Panther name carried serious weight among farmers who needed maximum power. While corporate changes eventually retired the green paint, Steiger's influence on big tractor design continues today. The Panther 1000 stands as testament to what independent American manufacturers could achieve, creating specialized machines that defined an era of agricultural expansion and established standards still referenced today. These 10 tractors represent more than just horsepower figures and model numbers. They embody American innovation, determination, and the constant push to do more with less. From the luxury of the UDLX to the raw power of the Steiger, each machine tells a story of engineers and farmers working together to feed the world. While modern tractors pack GPS and computers, these classics prove that speed, power, and reliability never go out of style. Did we miss your favorite speed demon? Drop a comment below and tell us about the fastest tractor you've ever operated. Hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss our next deep dive into agricultural history. Remember, it's not just about horsepower, it's about the heritage these machines represent. Until next time, keep those turbos spooled and those memories alive.